Here we are in section 4.3, exercises part A. The instructions say to graph the following lines and label the x and y intercepts. So here we would normally graph them. We could pick any points we want, but this one says label x and y intercepts specifically. So that means we've got to stick 0 in for y to get the x-intercept and x in as 0 to get the y-intercept. So let's start with number 8. If we let 0 go in for x, 0 goes in for x, then we have 5 times x, 0, gone, plus 2y equals 10. Can we solve that for y? Sure we can. Divide by 2 and we get y equals 5. So the point 0, 5 is the y-intercept. Now let's do the x-intercept. Oh, let's put that on the graph. 0, 5. And yeah, you can see it's up here on the y-axis, where the line, whichever way it's going, is going to cross that y-axis. Now for the second point. We're going to stick in 0 for y. Let's see what happens. 2 times 0 is 0, so we get 5x plus 0 equals 10. Can we solve for x? Certainly. X equals 2. So 2, 0, which should be somewhere down right around here. And so the line, you can see where it goes, is going to go down here through both of those points. There we go. And that's the line with that intercept. 0, 5 and 2, 0. Let's check our answer. And here's number 8, 0, 5 and 2, 0, and there's the line. They zoomed in a little bit further than we did, but good. Number 9. Here we have y equals 4/7 x minus 6. Let's get the y-intercept. We'll stick 0 in for x, and we get y equals 4/7 times 0. Well, that's just 0 minus 6 is negative 6. So when we stick that in, we get y equals a negative 6. Oh, good. 0, negative 6. Let's plot that guy right down there somewhere. And the x-intercept, we have to stick in 0 for y this time. So stick 0 in for y, and we get 0 equals 4/7 x minus 6. This one wasn't quite as easy. Add 6 to both sides to get that x kind of by itself. Now times by 7, and we get 42 equals 4x. Divide by 4, and we get x equals 42 divided by 4. Gives us, what, 21 over 2? Or 10.5. Ooh, that's clear out here. Let's write that in. 21 halves. So that's clear out there. And so the line here goes up, cuts these 2 points, but they only needed us to label these 2 points right here. Let's check our answer on number 9. 0, negative 6, yep, that's the y-intercept, and 21 halves 0 is the x-intercept. And if you would put the decimal in, 10.5, that's perfectly fine. Number 10. Okay, let's stick in x is 0 to get the y-intercept. And we stick in 0 here, and we get y equals 8/3 times 0 is 0. Hey, look at that. That's the x-intercept right there, the y-intercept right there. Now we go for the y-intercept, the x-intercept I mean, and we stick in 0. Well, if you stick in 0 over here, you better get 0 out. They're the same thing. There's only one intercept. Now we have a point, but we don't have any other intercepts. So we did label them, but we've got to find out where it goes. So we do get to pick a random point since we don't have 2 intercepts. Pick what would get rid of this fraction nicely. A 3 for x. Now you can stick in any point you want, but if you stick in 3 for x, you get y equals 8/3 times 3. And they multiply and cancel, and so you get y equals 8. So 3, 8. So we know the line goes something like that, but there is only one intercept down there. All right, let's check our answer. Number 10. Oh yeah, 0, 0 is the intercept. 3, 8 is not necessary. It's not an intercept, but just helped us to graph that other point so that we knew where the line was. Number 11, x equals 10. All right, so let's stick in y as 0, and hey, we get 10. Look at that. Now, we know that this does something a little bit weird, but yeah, if you try to stick in 0 for x, Nope, doesn't happen. You get 0 equals 10. Never happens. So there is no y-intercept. And this one is x equals 10, and y can do anything at once, going straight up and down. So other points you might have are like 10, 4, or 10, negative 2, or something like that. So let's check our answer. Yeah, 10, 0 is the x-intercept, but there is no y-intercept, and here's the line. Number 12. Now we can stick in, this looks like a normal or ish looking line, so we stick in 0 for x to get the y-intercept. Negative 3/7 times 0, and we get y equals 0 plus 4 is 4. So 0, 4, there's our y-intercept right there. And now stick in 0 for y to get our x-intercept. Stick in 0 for y, and we get 0 equals negative 3/7 x plus 4. Get x by itself, subtract 4 from both sides, and we get negative 3/7 x. Now times by 7, and we get negative 28 equals negative 3x. Divide by a negative 3, and we get x equals positive 28 thirds. 28 thirds. Okay, where is that guy? If we stick it in a calculator, 28 divided by 3, that's a little over 9, 9.3 something. So we're going to be out here quite a ways, about 9.3-ish. So let's graph that line right here. There we go. A little crooked there, but that's what the line should look like. Let's look at the answer. Number 12. 0, 4, yep, and 28 thirds 0, and there's our line. And number 13. Now we can stick in 0 for x, and what do we get for y? You get 7 times 0 is 0 minus y equals 14. Divide by a negative 1 on both sides, and you get y equals a negative 14. So 0, negative 14, wow, that's clear down here, like that. There's our y-intercept, and let's look at if we stick in 0 for y. Let's see what happens there. 7x minus 0 equals 14. Oh, that one came out nice. Divide by 7, you get x equals 2. So 2, 0 is like right there. So this one is going to be a pretty steep line there. And let's check the answer. And there we have the intercepts to be 2, 0 and 0, negative 14. Really steep. They zoomed out a little bit so they could fit it all on there. And that's the line. Good.